Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 10 new pence coins. While millions of 10 new pence coins were produced, a few years, mint varieties, and exceptional conditions have become highly collectible. Whether you inherited an old coin collection or found one in your spare change, you might own a coin worth much more than its face value. In today's video, we'll explore 5 fascinating 10 new pence coins, their history, rarity, collector demand, and estimated market values in US dollars. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1970 10 new pence coin in circulated condition. At first glance, this coin may appear to be just another old British decimal coin, but many collectors wonder whether it could be worth far more than its face value. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1970 10 new pence, its unique features, collector demand, rarity in different conditions, and its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins and hidden treasures, be sure to watch until the end. The 10 new pence coin was introduced in 1968 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency, which officially took effect on February 15, 1971, a day known as Decimal Day. The 1970 issue was one of the final pre-Decimal Day releases and circulated widely across the UK. The coin was produced by the Royal Mint and remained in circulation for many years before being replaced by the smaller 10 pence coin in 1992. Millions of these coins were struck, making the standard 1970 issue common, but well-preserved examples and unusual varieties are much more desirable. The 1970 10 new pence coin is made from cupronickel, weighs approximately 11.31 grams, and measures 28.5 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold McKin, while the reverse displays the crowned lion standing on the royal crown, a design created by Christopher Ironside. The edge is milled, giving the coin a distinctive appearance. Collectors also examine details such as strike quality, mint luster, die varieties, and any minting errors, since these characteristics can significantly increase a coin's value. Standard 1970 10 new pence in circulated condition is generally not considered rare, as millions were produced and many survive today. Circulated coins often show scratches, worn designs, and reduced detail from years of everyday use. These factors usually keep their value close to face value. However, collector demand increases if a circulated coin has an unusual minting error, an off-center strike, a double strike, or another verified production mistake. Such error coins can become highly sought after and may sell for substantial premiums at auction. Collectors also appreciate coins with attractive natural toning or unusually strong detail despite circulation. In today's collector market, a typical 1970 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin in circulated condition is usually worth between 25 cents and $2, depending on its condition and eye appeal. Better circulated examples with sharper details may sell for $3 to $8. Uncirculated specimens often command $10 to $40, while exceptional high-grade examples certified by professional grading services can sell for $50 to over $150. If the coin features a genuine and desirable mint error, auction prices can range from $100 to several $100s, with particularly rare error coins occasionally selling for even more. As always, actual values depend on rarity, condition, certification, and buyer demand at the time of sale. If you own a 1970 10 new pence coin, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this can reduce its value to collectors. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass to check for unusual errors, strong design details, or attractive natural toning. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature or is in exceptional condition, consider having it authenticated and graded by a reputable professional grading service. Keeping track of recent auction results can also help you understand the coin's current market value. The 1970 United Kingdom 10 new pence is an important part of Britain's decimal coinage history. While most circulated examples are common and have only modest value, they remain interesting collectibles because of their historical significance. The greatest values are found in coins with outstanding preservation, certified high grades, or rare minting errors. Every old coin deserves a careful inspection, because even an ordinary-looking piece can sometimes turn out to be a valuable collector's item. Next up, the 1968 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin, one of the first decimal coins introduced before the UK's full decimalisation in 1971. Many people still find these coins in old collections, piggy banks, or inherited coin jars and wonder whether they are worth a fortune. If you own a 1968 10 new pence in dirty or circulated condition, don't throw it away just yet. While most examples are common, certain varieties, exceptional preserved pieces, and rare mint errors have attracted strong interest from collectors. In this video, we'll explore the history of the coin, its unique features, its rarity in worn condition, current auction values in US dollars, and helpful collecting tips. The 1968 10 new pence was introduced by the Royal Mint as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalization, Britain used pounds, shillings, and pence in a much more complicated system. The 10 new pence coin was introduced 3 years before Decimal Day on February 15, 1971, allowing the public to become familiar with the new currency. Interestingly, the 1968 10 new pence had the same size and weight as the old florin, making the transition easier. Millions of these coins entered circulation, making the standard issue widely available today. However, their historical importance makes them popular among collectors of British decimal coins. The obverse of the 1968 10 new pence features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse displays the crowned lion standing on the royal crown, designed by Christopher Ironside, with the denomination 10 new pence and the year 1968 below. The coin is made from copper nickel, weighs approximately 11.31 grams, measures 28.5 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. Because of its durable metal composition, many examples remain in circulation decades later, although most now show scratches, dirt, discoloration, and heavy wear. A dirty or heavily circulated 1968 10 new pence is generally not considered rare because tens of millions were produced. Dirt, scratches, corrosion, and worn details reduce collector interest and value. Nevertheless, collectors still purchase circulated examples to complete date collections, especially if the coin has clear details and no severe damage. The real excitement comes from coins with unusual mint errors, off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, or other production mistakes. These rare error coins can command significantly higher prices than ordinary examples. Collectors also seek coins with attractive natural toning rather than those that have been harshly cleaned, as improper cleaning often lowers value. In today's collector market, a typical 1968 10 new pence in dirty or heavily circulated condition usually sells for around 25 cents to $2, depending on its overall appearance. A better preserved circulated example with sharper details may bring $3 to $10. Uncirculated specimens with original mint luster commonly sell for $20 to $80, while certified high-grade examples can exceed $100 to $300 at auction. If a genuine mint error is present, the value may range from $200 to over $1,500, with exceptional and highly desirable errors occasionally selling for even more in competitive auctions. The exact value always depends on rarity, condition, certification, and collector demand at the time of sale. If you own a 1968 10 new pence, avoid cleaning it, even if it appears dirty. Cleaning can create scratches and remove the natural surface that collectors prefer. Carefully inspect the coin for unusual characteristics such as doubling, off-center designs, clipped edges, or other striking errors. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear and environmental damage. If you believe your coin is an unusual variety or a high-grade example, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Monitoring recent auction sales is also a great way to understand current market demand and realistic selling prices. The 1968 United Kingdom 10 new pence is an important piece of British numismatic history because it marked the beginning of the country's decimal currency system. Although most dirty and circulated examples are common and worth only a small amount, exceptional uncirculated coins and genuine mint era varieties can be surprisingly valuable at auction. Every old coin deserves a careful inspection before being dismissed as ordinary. Next up, the 1969 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin in fine circulated condition. Many collectors wonder whether this classic British coin is rare and whether it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars at auction. In this video, we'll explore the history of the coin, its unique design, collector demand, rarity, and its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy discovering the hidden value of old coins, make sure to watch until the end because you might learn exactly what makes some 1969 10 new pence coins far more valuable than others. The 1969 10 new pence was issued during the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. It was struck under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and was introduced before Decimal Day in 1971 to help the public become familiar with the new monetary system. The coin was produced by the Royal Mint in copper nickel, weighs 11.31 grams, measures 28.5 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. More than 314 million examples were minted in 1969, making it a common circulation issue rather than a scarce date. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the royal inscription honoring the Queen. On the reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, you'll find the famous crowned lion standing proudly above the denomination 10, with the words New Pence. This bold and elegant design has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Britain's early decimal coinage. Because the coin is made of durable copper nickel, many examples remain in collectible condition even after decades of circulation. Although the 1969 10 New Pence is an historic coin, it is not considered rare because of its very large mintage. A coin in fine or damaged condition usually attracts limited collector interest and is often worth only a small premium over face value. However, collectors actively search for exceptional pieces featuring mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, split planchets, or coins preserved in outstanding mint state grades. Genuine mint error examples have sold for significantly higher prices at specialized auctions, showing that rarity comes from unusual varieties rather than the normal circulation coin itself. If your 1969 10 New Pence is in fine circulated condition, its typical collector value is generally around 25 cents to $2 USD, depending on eye appeal and buyer demand. Attractive, uncirculated examples may sell for approximately $5 to $10 US. Certified high-grade specimens can bring higher prices, while genuine mint error coins have realized auction prices of roughly $170 to over $350 US, with exceptionally dramatic errors sometimes selling for even more. Ordinary circulated coins, however, are not usually valuable because they remain widely available. If you own a 1969 10 New Pence, examine it carefully before assuming it is valuable. Look for unusual minting errors, double strikes, off-center designs, or other features that make the coin different from normal examples. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its collector value. Store it in a protective holder to prevent scratches and corrosion. If you believe you have an unusual variety or an exceptionally well-preserved coin, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service before offering it for sale. The 1969 United Kingdom 10 New Pence is a fascinating piece of British decimal coinage and an important reminder of the country's transition to a new currency system. While a normal fine condition example is generally common and has only modest value, rare mint errors and superb uncirculated specimens can attract strong interest from collectors and achieve impressive auction prices. Every old coin has a story, and careful examination could reveal details that make one coin far more desirable than another. Next up, the United Kingdom 1975 10 New Pence coin, a fascinating piece of British decimal coinage that continues to attract collectors around the world. Many people discover this coin in old collections, piggy banks, or inherited coin albums and wonder if it could be worth a significant amount of money. While most 1975 10 New Pence coins are common, certain examples with exceptional preservation, rare minting errors, or unique characteristics have sold for much higher prices than their face value. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique features, its rarity and damaged condition, current auction values in US dollars, and useful tips for collectors. The United Kingdom introduced decimal currency on February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 10 New Pence coin became one of the key denominations in the new decimal currency. The 1975 10 New Pence continued the original large-size design introduced in 1968. During this period, millions of these coins were struck by the Royal Mint for everyday circulation, making them a familiar sight throughout Britain. The words New Pence remained on the reverse until the denomination was later changed simply to 10 pence. Although the coin itself is common, it represents an important chapter in the modernization of British currency. The obverse of the 1975 10 New Pence features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the royal inscription identifying Her Majesty. The reverse displays the crowned portcullis with chains, a traditional emblem associated with the Palace of Westminster and the British Parliament, along with the denomination 10 New Pence and the year 1975. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance and making it durable for circulation. Its large diameter and classic design make it one of the most recognizable British decimal coins of the 1970s. Collectors often ask whether a damaged 1975 10 New Pence coin is rare. In most cases, the answer is no. Because millions were produced and many survive today, ordinary circulated and damaged examples remain common. Coins showing heavy scratches, corrosion, bending, edge damage, cleaning marks, or excessive wear usually have very little collector value. However, there are exceptions. If a damaged coin also displays a genuine mint error, such as an off-center strike, double strike, clipped planchet, or another verified production mistake, it may attract strong interest from error coin collectors. These unusual pieces can be considerably rarer than standard circulation coins and may command premium prices at auction after professional authentication. In today's collector market, a heavily damaged 1975 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin generally sells for approximately 25 cents to $2, depending on its condition and buyer interest. Average circulated coins in better condition often sell for $1 to $5. Brilliant uncirculated examples may reach $10 to $30, while certified high-grade specimens can occasionally bring $40 to $100 or more if demand is strong. Genuine mint error examples are the real highlights of the market, with some authenticated pieces selling for $100 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and severity of the error. These higher values are the exception rather than the rule, and auction prices vary based on condition, certification, and collector demand. If you own a 1975 10 new pence coin, begin by examining it carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Check for unusual minting errors, sharp design details, and original surfaces. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning often reduces collector value. Store it in a protective holder to prevent additional damage. If you believe your coin has a rare mint error or appears to be in exceptionally high grade, consider having it authenticated and graded by a reputable third-party grading service. Comparing recent auction results can also help you estimate its current market value more accurately. The 1975 United Kingdom 10 new pence is an iconic coin from Britain's early decimal era and remains a favorite among collectors of modern British coinage. Although most damaged examples have only modest value, exceptional high-grade coins and authenticated mint error varieties can be worth significantly more at auction. Careful inspection, proper storage, and professional grading are the best ways to determine whether your coin is an ordinary circulation piece or a hidden collectible. Next up, the United Kingdom 1971 10 new pence coin in fine condition. Many collectors wonder whether this historic decimal coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll explore the coin's fascinating history, its unique features, collector demand, rarity, and its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins, make sure to watch until the end because we'll also discuss what makes certain examples much more valuable than ordinary circulation coins. The 1971 10 new pence holds an important place in British numismatic history because it was issued during the United Kingdom's decimalization of currency on February 15, 1971, commonly known as Decimal Day. Before this historic change, Britain used pounds, shillings, and pence. The new decimal system introduced modern coins like the 10 new pence to simplify everyday transactions. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the crowned lion standing on the crown of England on the reverse. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, making the standard 1971 issue a common sight in Britain. The 1971 10 new pence was struck in copper-nickel, measures approximately 28.5 millimeters in diameter, and weighs around 11.3 grams. It has a milled edge and was designed for everyday circulation. One of its most recognizable features is the inscription New Pence, which appeared on early decimal coins before later designs changed to simply 10 pence. Although the design is familiar to collectors, coins with exceptional preservation, proof finishes, or rare minting errors are much more desirable than ordinary circulated examples. Although today's focus is on a fine condition coin, it's also worth discussing damaged examples because many viewers discover coins in worn collections or pocket change. A damaged 1971 10 new pence generally has very little collector premium unless it displays a significant mint error or another unusual characteristic. Since millions were minted, ordinary damaged pieces are easy to find and are not considered rare. Fine condition coins attract more interest than damaged ones, while brilliant uncirculated and certified proof coins command the strongest demand among collectors. Online discussions often confuse high asking prices with true market value, but experienced collectors rely on completed sales rather than unrealistic listings. In today's collector market, a typical 1971 10 new pence in fine condition usually sells for around $1 to $5, depending on its appearance, originality, and buyer demand. Very fine examples may bring $5 to $10, while attractive uncirculated coins can sell for $10 to $30 or more. Certified proof examples have achieved auction prices ranging from approximately $30 to over $100, especially when professionally graded by major grading services. Coins with verified mint errors or exceptionally high grades may command even stronger prices at specialized auctions. If you own a 1971 10 new pence, always inspect it carefully before assuming it is valuable. Look for unusual minting errors, sharp details, original surfaces, and minimal wear. Never clean the coin, as cleaning often reduces its collector value. Store it in a protective holder to prevent further damage. If you believe your coin is an unusually high-grade example or has a rare error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service before offering it for sale. The United Kingdom 1971 10 new pence is an important historical coin because it marks the beginning of Britain's decimal currency system. However, despite its historical significance, the standard coin in fine condition is generally common rather than rare. Most examples are worth only a few dollars, while proof coins, top-grade specimens, and genuine mint errors can achieve much higher auction prices. As always, condition, rarity, and authenticity determine a coin's true value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos about rare and valuable coins from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.